Hello students. So in this video we are going to start the next unit of class 12th IP, and that is database query using SQL. So in class 11th beta we have already learned the basics of SQL. So today we will learn some more about this SQL. So basically beta SQL is standard query language. When we are talking about SQL, it stands for structured query language. So this one is standard language for accessing and manipulating databases. Standard language means you may use any type of relational database management system, means you can use any type of software. You may use MySQL, you may use Oracle, you may use anything for database, but this SQL language will be common. Okay, that's why it is known as standard language. The queries, the syntax of all the commands are more or less similar. That's why SQL has been set as standard language for accessing and manipulating databases. And the functions in the SQL are the most powerful feature. Okay, so if we will talk about function beta, in Python also we have discussed function. We have used the term function frequently. So what is the meaning of function? So function is predefined set of commands, but some codes are already written for us which helps in performing some operations. Okay, and that will give us a single result. So like Python, in case of SQL also we are having some predefined set of functions, and predefined set of functions which are already written for us are known as built-in functions or library functions. Okay, so if we are talking about built-in functions or library function, it means these functions are already written by us, and user-defined function means the functions which we are writing as per our requirement. Okay, let us compare that. If you want to make a cup of coffee, then as per your requirement you have to take the quantity of milk, the quantity of sugar, the quantity of coffee, and then you have to boil the milk, and then you have to go through the whole process to make the coffee. But if you are having the coffee maker, you have to just give all the input to coffee maker and you will have the output. So already you have the coffee maker, the whole process will be done by the coffee maker. Okay, you have just to give input and you will get a cup of coffee, that will be your output. So similarly in case of SQL also we are having some functions, and to those functions we have to give some input, and in return those functions will give you the result, the output. Okay, so those functions, whatever functions, built-in functions available in SQL will take some value within the parenthesis, and those values are known as arguments or parameters. Parenthesis means the round bracket. In round bracket we are passing some values, and those values are known as arguments or parameters. Okay, so basically if you will look through this, go through this diagram, you may understand that if we will give argument to the function will give you the result. Okay, the whole thing will be clear to all of you when we will do the query using MySQL. Okay, so the syntax of using functions may be like this beta, means you have to write the select statement, then you have to write the function name. Okay, name of many functions are available, and as per your requirement you have to choose which function will be applicable for your requirement, and then column name, and from which table name you are accessing that column. Here we are having few things beta that we have to keep in mind while using the function. Okay, so the first thing we have to keep in mind is name of the column on which the function is to be executed must be enclosed within parenthesis. Means beta, if we are if we are using a function, that function must have take some data. Okay, and that data must be coming from a particular column, so that column name must be enclosed within a pair of round bracket, that is known as parenthesis. Okay, Now the second point is only one column can be specified with one set of parentheses. If there is a one set of parentheses, then in between that set of parentheses only one column name is allowed. Okay, then next one is to use more than one function with same select statement. Functions are written one after the other separated by a comma. What does it mean, bete? If we want to use more than one function in single select statement, then we may use multiple functions in a single select statement. Just those multiple functions must be separated by comma. And the fourth one, that if the same function is required to be used for more than one column, then again the function name has to be repeated in the select statement. Means, suppose the name of the function is max function and we want it to be applied for column 1 and column 2, then what we have to do, bete, we have to use max for column 1 and then put a comma and then max column 2, like that. So I will clear all these things using the MySQL workbench. So bete, when we are talking about functions, functions can be categorized into two different categories, and those categories are known as single row, also known as scalar functions, and multiple rows known as group or aggregate functions. So first we will discuss bete single row functions. So as the name specifies, bete, they return a single result of every row of the queried table. What does it mean? Suppose we are having 10 rows in a table. So if we will apply this particular single row function, then what will be the output? If we are having 10 different rows, then we will have 10 different output for each row. Okay, then in single row functions, different categories, subcategories are also there: string functions, numeric functions, date and time functions. So bete, in this particular video I am going to discuss numeric functions and date and time functions. In the coming video we will discuss string functions. So since numeric functions will be applicable to which column, bete? It is understood that if the name of the function is numeric, then it will be applicable for those column which is having numeric data. Okay, it means if the data is stored in the form of integer or decimal, then only numeric functions can be applied. We can't apply numeric functions to those column that is having values in the form of string. And similarly, we can't apply numeric functions on those columns which is having values in the form of date and time. Similarly, date and time functions will be applicable to only that column which is having the data type as date. Okay, so keeping these things in mind, let us go through our MySQL workbench to see these things practically. So numeric functions, we are having these three important numeric functions: power functions, round functions, modulus functions. And date and time functions: now function, date function, month name function, year function, day name function. So let me show you by executing one by one all these functions so that it will be more clear to all of you. So here I am having bete MySQL workbench, and the very first thing you have to do is you must have a table inside a database. So already I have created one table inside my database DB. So you have to open your database. Okay, so I have opened my database, and let us check what we are having in our table. Name of my table is, if we want to check the whole content of the table, then we have to write what bete, select star from table name, and name of my table is product. Okay, so here we are having my details of my table. This much data I am having with my table. Okay, done. So let us see that what are the numeric functions. Already I told you bete that numeric functions are power functions, round functions and mode functions. Let me execute these functions one by one for you. Okay, so power function, what it will do bete? It will raise the power to some value. Okay, for example 2 to the power 3, it will give you what? 8. 2 to the power 4, it will give you 16. 2 to the power 5, it will give you 32. So it will raise a base to some power. So since it is numeric function beta, it can be applied to the column which is having numeric value. So let us apply it to quantity value. Okay, since this one is having numeric data, so let me how to write beta. We have just now see that what is the syntax. Syntax was, first we have to write select statement, the name of the function. Name of the function is power function, and then we are going to use this power function on which column beta? In quantity function, and let us raise it by 2, and from table name is product. So let us execute this beta. What should be the expected output? All the quantity should be raised by power of 2. It means 10 to the power 2 should become what? 100. 15 to the power 2 should become 225. So let us execute this and see the output, what we are getting. So let us execute. See, we are having this output. So let us take the original value also, so that we can compare that what the power function is giving to us. Okay, now execute this one. Now see beta, here quantity was this one and power function is giving this one. Okay, now similarly we are having another function beta, mode function. What it will do? It will give you the modulus, the remainder. Okay, so let us do it for the same column. You may use any column which is having numeric data. Okay, so what I am basically doing, I am dividing all the quantity by 2, and whatever will be the remainder will be the result. Let us see what we are getting. Now see, the quantity was 10, and when we are dividing it by 2, for this one remainder will be 0, for this one remainder will be 1, like this. Okay, clear to all of you? And then the third one, the third function is what beta? Round function. Okay, now let me use the next column which is having decimal value, and that column name is price function, so that it will be clear to you. So what I am going to do beta, I am going to use round function, and this round function will be applied on price column. I want the price value should be rounded to one place. It means after decimal I want only one value. Previously we are having in existing table, we are having after decimal we are having two values. So if you want it to be rounded by one value, then you may write like this, price comma 1, and let us see what value we are getting. Now here you see that original value is this one. Okay, let us check for those value which is having some yes, last three value beta. If you can see here, we are having 8.25, and after rounding to place 1 we are having 8.3. Similarly here we are having 8.3, and here we are having 9.9. So if you can see beta, we are rounding to one place after decimal. It means we have to round this value after decimal. So since the 5, if you are having 5 or more than 5, then 1 should be added to the previous value. That's why this 2 has become 3. But here we are having less than 5 value, that's why 3 remain as it is. Here we are having again 7, that's why 1 will be added to 8, so the value will be 9.9. So if you are having the value 5 or more than 5, then only 1 will be added to the previous place value. Okay, so these were all about numeric functions. Let us discuss beta date and time function. Okay, so beta date function will give you the current date of your system. Let us see what now function is giving. Now function will give you the date as well as the time also. Let us execute this beta. Yes, you see the date, today's date is this one. Now see, the date format is first year, then month, and then date. By default the format will be YYY, then MM, then DD. First you will have year, then month, and then date. And see, my system date has been set as this one, see the date and time of my system, the same thing you will get here. And if you will use date function, you will have only the date. Okay, now let us execute other functions. And what are those other functions, bete? Now see, we are having now functions which will give you the date and time. Date function will give you only date. Now see month function, what the month function will do. If we will write month function, okay, then it must be applied on column name, and we are having one column name MFG date, and name of the column is bete product. Okay, so let us take MFG date also, so that we can compare that this function is giving what result to us. Let us execute this bete. So see, it will give you month of all the dates now, and if you want the name of the month, then you have to write here month name. Okay, and let us see, it will give you name of the month. Instead of numeric value of the month, it will give you name of the month. Let us execute this one. See, here it is giving January, February. Similarly, we are having one another function bete, we are having year function also. So it will extract the year part of the date. Let us check. See, here it is giving us the year part of the date. Okay, and the next function is day function. So I told you bete that in the date format we are having YYY, then MM, and then DD form. So this day function will give you the DD, the date. Okay, so let us execute this one, and see, here it is giving you the DD, the day from the date. Okay, now if you want to get the weekdays name of that date, then you have to write here day name, and then it will give you which day was on that particular date. So let us execute this one. Now it will give you in the form of Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, like that. Okay, so with a very easily you can suppose you want to find out that which day was on your birth date. Okay, so simply what you have to write bete, select day name and give your date of birth. For example, suppose I am writing 1982, then what you have to write bete, then you have to write month, and then you have to write to date, and then just execute this one. And I am having Wednesday. Yes, Wednesday was, I was born on Wednesday. Okay, so like this you can find out the different operations on your table. Okay, so these were all about bete numeric functions and date and time functions. In the upcoming video we will discuss about string functions. Okay, so thank you for watching bete. If you are having any doubt, you can ask me.